Welcome back, Speedgaming fans. I'm WXFan21, joined by the fantastic Kizentun yet again. It's mm2nescartridge versus BaronOfRed. Baron wins game number 1 in what was a stupid seed. That map was terrible, but now here's hoping the racers get a little bit of an easier seed. MM2 looking to stave off elimination. Baron wants to get ahead. Baron wants a 2-0 sweep over the legend of MM2. MM2 looking for a bounce back. Okay, toilet going through landing site. That's different. Once again, it's Team Right versus Team Left, and MM2's going to come away with the victory this time. Going to come away with Screw Attack. Team Right gets the early victory. For those who have absolutely no idea what I mean, in Map Rando, there's only 2 ways you can go at the start, left or right. And that's why you see those who go to the left, we call them Team Left. We go to the right first, call them Team Right. Seed 1, left was correct. Seed right. Seed 2, right was correct. Baron's going to be making a play here for Gauntlet. That's what Screw Attack is telling us to do, the Gauntlet entrance. Yeah, I agree with you. I've never seen Toilet do landing site, ever. Oh! That would have been nice last siege, you... Gravity to start things off at just over a minute in. Makes sense, considering Happy is right there to the left. MM2 making his way through full Happy room. Baron is almost done through Happy. Baron out to a slightly early lead. Grabs some supers. Those must be pivotal into the next room. Baron heading for the map room. Alright, it's map time for Baron and for MM2. Major watering hole possible, double major to the top right of criteria. More majors, criteria full of majors. And yes, Baron has music, folks. That was fixed while they were switching over from game 1 to game 2. What is this major gonna be? This is the upper right landing site major, and it will be Morph Ball. That puts the other items where we start to then get Screw Attack at Brinstar Reserve. Puts that back into logic. All right, folks, save early, save what? Nice bombs from Baron, or for Baron, and a reserve tank behind. Nicely done. Save early, save often. And of course, rush to get the map stations. So let's see, Baron's thinking about where to go from here. You're going to need to go to the upper right of landing site for progression. It is through water rooms. You're going to have no problem getting through there. Sorry for the yawn, folks. Didn't get to the mute button. Baron doing an infinite bomb jump, getting to the top, and unfortunately drops mm2nescartridge into one of the sand pit rooms. Or the quicksand rooms. My wife and I did a lot of yard work today, so a little tired. MM2 is going to look like they're going to be heading... I would get the watering hole major check out of the way with first. We'll see what MM2 wants to do. Baron's going to finally be able to get IBJ right up the top right of landing site. Eddie going to take a quick... not Eddie. Baron takes a quick reset. Debating where to go from here. Can't really head west. You have to go upper right. We are frozen. I'm going to check to see if this is on our side, folks. Bear with me a moment. In the meantime, I'm going to give you all some music, put this back on Baron's side. Okay, MM2 is now unfrozen. No, this is... I think might be Twitch servers. Sorry, folks. Grapple at Precious Room. We did not get a chance to see what watering hole was. Our bomb is a golden Torizo. MM2 wants those power bombs, is going to get them. Baron, unfortunately, takes a death out of the heated room. Back to the ship! For Baron, cycling through saves and able to, I was going to say, be very careful. MM2 into Aqueduct. MM2 looking for Snail Clip. Yeah, the snail's too far down now, unfortunately, for MM2. I can tell you MM2's stream is fine. The watering hole items look like it's Charge and Wave Beam. Kissington. Yeah. MM2s get Charge and Wave. Those are most likely the watering hole items. Wave was X-ray room. Okay, thank you. I get MM2 stream up on another monitor as well, another tab. Just to double check, and I'll make sure I give you all the play-by-play just in case it freezes here on stream again. Baron having a little bit of a tough time with this IBJ up to landing site. Thank you, Diametheus. Appreciate that. MM2 into Metroid Room 1. Very much in logic with Screw Attack, because the Screw Attack will bounce the Metroids off of you. Or off of Samus, rather. MM2 gonna take a quick farm here. Sorry, didn't realize you all couldn't hear me. Just muted. Baron. Baron is not frozen on my screen. So... Okay. Baron's going to get those power bombs. Unfortunately, couldn't get them. Again, if... In fact... So, if in fact that these racers freeze here for any extended period of time, I will fill you in as to what's happening on their streams. Alright, wrecked ship. Main Street is the only major, and West Ocean has nothing. But there is a Torian door, which could prove to be very interesting. And M2 is right now back to Bubble Mountain. Your boy has you covered. All right, folks, here's what we are going to do. Don't go anywhere. We are about to restart the stream. We're going to see if that clears up all of these technical issues. I want to make sure I communicate that with you all ahead of time. Again, we want to make sure that we give you the very best viewing experience possible. So we're going to very quickly restart this restream. Don't go anywhere. All right, can you all hear me? If you can hear me, say some things in the Twitch chat. All right, perfect. So here's what's going on. The Main Street item I saw on MM2 stream, Main Street is high jump boots. Baron now has wave beam. Baron's items so far, morph, gravity, bombs, wave, screw attack, just picked up their first missiles and supers. MM2, as we get their stream up and running, has the same items as Baron with 10 missiles, 15 supers, and 15 power bombs. MM2 is in Tutorial and has found Mother Braid and Kraid. And a big shout out to Aussie for restarting the restream for us. We hope that this will avoid any more technical issues. Again, we want to make sure that we give all of you the best experience possible watching this game. So thank you for bearing with us. Big thank you to Aussie. Make sure you give Aussie a big thank you. And there is Kraid and Mother Brain that I mentioned. There's another major here in Torian. Baron is hanging out in Criteria. Looks like Baron wants to head to Aqueduct again. And then two store in Torian. Might as well just knock Kraid out while you're here. Into Fish Tank goes MM2. Baron now in Precious Room. Baron now has Grapple Beam. One of the other Criteria majors was Grapple. What's even weirder, Kissington, is Kraid's on the backside of Mother Brain. Baron's gonna take a quick save. Again, big shout-outs to Aussie. We're trying to get these issues here fixed. Again, to make sure you all have the best viewing experience possible. This is the Green Hopper room that MM2's headed into. Now, MM2 has found Spring Ball, so Spring Ball is the item over in Torian for the Major. Baron still has not defeated Kraid yet. I mean, MM2 hasn't defeated Kraid. So MM2 with Spring Ball. On your restream, about to get Spring Ball. Baron has made his way looking at the wrecked ship map and is now flying through Aqueduct. Broker, is it even watching each other's backs? If Kraid is facing to the left and Mother Brain's facing to the right, technically neither one are watching each other. Well, yeah, they are watching each other's back, just from different rooms. One's looking left, one's looking right. Toilet through landing site, you all got to see it. MM2 gets the quick Kraid kill. Baron has just found the wreck ship map station on his stream. Baron has elected to not go to Meridia and is most likely now... Okay, Baron has taken a save. MM2 still in Torian. Now to go out. MM2 is going to go back through the front of Gauntlet, back into the wreck ship. MM2. No speed booster to get high jump. High jump boots is the main street major. No speed booster to get it. You know what, Twitch chat, you've gotten a little quiet. I want to see some hype from every single one of you watching. Let's get some hype emojis spamming in the Twitch chat for these runners. Again, Baron, the number 30 seed. MM2, the number 21 seed. Baron with the upset over the legend of MM2 in game 1. MM2 in a commanding lead right now over Baron. Is that all you got, Twitch chat? Let's go. Let's see some hype. I know it's 10 p.m. Eastern, but let's go. Let's get some hype. MM2 back to one of the quicksand rooms. Baron now hanging out over at Bubble Mountain and spots an energy tank. Where is MM2 going to go from here? Let's take a look at the logic. We got charge, we got wave, gravity, morph, bombs, and screw attack. We know where high jump is. Where from here do the racers go? MM2 is going to race through Parlor. Up Precious. We know Grapple Beam is here. Baron's already got it. Now, MM2 going to go into a heated room here. MM2 gonna grab this major. It's X-ray. Baron spots high jump. And M2 gonna take a quick safety save here. Baron on the right track. Baron into Torian. We haven't seen Norfair, Meridia, or Brinstar yet. We know where one of the Meridia entrances is. That we know. MM2 has Spring Ball. Baron does not yet. Again, Spring Ball was the lone Torian item. Back through landing site for MM2. We'll see if that Spring Ball for MM2 at all leads to something interesting here in the seed. Could very well prove to be pivotal. Baron taking a quick look at the Torian map. And now MM2 needs to make a play for Meridia. Meridia starts off at Wasteland! And a missile at Wasteland. MM2 might not have enough energy to get through Wasteland. Has 2 reserves. Needs to be able to get through with no problem. MM2 is down to less than 100 energy. MM2 has to wait for this platform to fall and is just going to be able to get through on the energy they have. And a well-placed energy recharge. Thank you, Map Rando. Baron making the right plays here, heading to defeat Kraid. MM2 still in Meridia, just getting his Ice Beam. MM2 fighting more power bombs at the upper left Bubble Mountain room, right before you get to Upper Norfair Reserve. Now into Business Center is MM2. Baron is found his way into Meridia. All bosses still on the table for Baron. Again, MM2 has found the map station for Meridia and has found Ridley and Dragon. Again, folks, if you are going to be at Speedgaming Live 2024, the on-site tournament, if you want to volunteer, make sure you head over to speedgaming.org, click on Speedgaming Live 2024, and make with the clicking on the buttons there. Baron does not have Charge Beam yet. I read that wrong. Sorry, kids. MM2 now into Big Pink. Grabs these free missiles on the way. Baron's also going to go ahead and peek here at this map. Sees the big pink items, sees Ridley, sees Dragon, sees another major. Baron's going to grab that ice beam to the left, maybe? No. And it's Speed Booster. Big item find for MM2. Double majors to the northwest of Dragon. MM2 going to go for them first before defeating Dragon. Baron right on MM2's heels. MM2 with the safety save. Baron's going to get his speed booster. Plasma for MM2. Again, the best beam combination in the game for MM2. MM2 is now fighting Dragon. Baron making his way to go get Plasma. MM2 is back on his way to defeat Dragon. MM2 left the other major. We'll see if Baron leaves it as well. Laser beam, yep. Good call, Path. So here's the thing. As MM2 with a beautiful microwave beam onto Dragon, neither racer has Varia. Neither racer can beat Ridley as of right now. They don't have the energy. MM2 might be able to squeak out of a Ridley fight. If I'm MM2, I'm heading for Brinstar. See if you can find your Varia at Bryn and go from there. Baron is now on to Dragon. And with no X-ray picked up and no charge beam, there will be no microwaving of the shrimp. MM2 is going to attempt the Ridley fight. Again, I mentioned it before. MM2 has just barely enough energy to give the Ridley fight a try. Baron defeats Dragon. MM2 could not defeat Ridley on the first try. Now I was going to start farming to maybe try the Ridley fight again. I can confirm MM2 is fighting Ridley again. Looking to manually get some energy back here. Ridley looks like he's almost defeated, but gets whacked. MM2 having a tough Ridley 2 fight here and is going to be out of energy on the second attempt at Ridley. Baron does what I suggested and head to Brinstar. If you head to Bryn, right? And if Baron is able to come across Varia, which to me logic says Varia is hanging out in Brinstar, you can route back in Ridley and then just go to Norfair to find Bantoon. We'll see if that's what Baron wants to do. And there is the second attempt that I mentioned before. Again, there is an extra 30 to 45 second delay from the racer streams all the way to what you see. Varia back of Gauntlet. Bang! Exactly what the logic you wanted to do was. MM2 is going to need to defeat Ridley on this attempt. Cannot afford to let Baron get back to Ridley with Varia. Baron is rushing to get Varia suit right now. East Ocean into back of Gauntlet. Varia, left side back Gauntlet. And even more energy for Baron. Baron's got both suits. But again, Baron does not have Charge Beam. So Baron not in go mode. Baron doesn't have the ammo to defeat Ridley either. Baron still needs charge. Gets hit with the fireballs. Avoiding the tail whip is MM2. That glitched the lighting on MM2's side. Baron has found the wreck ship map station, which means Fantoon is not that far away. Baron has found Fantoon. MM2 is fighting Ridley again. Much better looking Ridley fight for MM2 here. MM2 has done it! MM2 has defeated Ridley and will have enough energy to escape. MM2 needed that confidence booster right there. MM2 defeats Ridley, is one boss away from go mode. That missed charge beam for Baron is going to be the deciding factor, most likely, in this game. Well, you got to see Ridley blow up. MM2 had just over 100 energy in his reserve tank and is able to get out of Ridley with no problem. Like I said, folks, I'm going to be doing everything I can. If these streams do have any kind of delay, I'm going to try getting you the action from the racers' points of view on their streams. I will do what I can to get you the info, to get you all the latest and greatest info. Wait, what's that? MM2 Samus is baking cookies! No, I'm kidding. MM2 has to go through the stray gun fight again. Baron's still on the hunt for ammo, because Baron left behind charge beam. Another nice microwave from MM2. Baron, 4 energy tanks, 2 reserve tanks, 25 supers. Needs more supers to defeat Ridley. Has already defeated Phantoon. Can Baron overcome MM2's current lead? That is going to be the question that the racers need to be asking themselves. MM2 is going to be heading over to Brinstar. And that is exactly where MM2 is. Heading up to defeat the Pirates, where the back of Gauntlet is. MM2 did not end up peeking back Gauntlet here. But it doesn't matter, because all MM2 needs right now MM2 is making his way north. Gonna come across Phantoon and be good. Again, Baron at this point, as you see on your screen. Having a grand old time in Metroid Room 4. MM2 has found Red Tower, not the color tower that you want to be in MM2. Finds a little bit more ammo. Again, MM2 doesn't need it. Baron has Dragon defeated as well. And it's Baron's turn to attempt this Ridley fight. I don't know if I agree with this. MM2 has the charge beam. Baron doesn't. MM2 farming here. Still on the hunt for where Phantoon is. Alright, it's Baron's turn to take on the pterodactyl dragon known as Ridley. Nice use of supers here from Baron. Hasn't missed one! Nicely done from Baron. And again, Baron doesn't have to worry. Baron has Varia. MM2 has not found Varia yet. MM2 is getting further and further away from Phantoon and Varia. Baron has taken out Wrigley. Does Baron have a chance? Baron is closer. Baron's beaten Phantoon. Baron just needs to go route back in Kraid and Mother Brain. But here's the problem. Baron doesn't have enough ammo for Mother Brain. But MM2 is finally going to find Varia Suit. Now just needs to get to Blue Tower, or Klein Tower, however you want to call it, to be able and go and find Phantoon. MM2 getting closer and closer. Baron going to peek back where the other two are hiding. We know Kraid and Mother Brain are together. Torian is where they're located. Baron is not in go mode. Baron needs ammo. Baron also gets Ice Beam. Baron hot-dogged the Charge Beam location. That was Watering Hole back in Criteria. Never came across it. Who's going to be the first to complete this seed? Is it MM2? Is it Baron? Baron has the better of routing. Baron is still cycling through all the maps. Baron has found where the other two are. Baron, 45 missiles, 25 supers. Back into the wreck ship for Baron. MM2 fighting Phantoon on your screens. Baron heading down Bubble Mountain is heading back over to Main Street. Going to pick up more missiles, now at 50 and 25. Is Baron likely to get charged? No. Charge is east side of Criteria and Watering Hole. Baron trying to find any of the hollow dots that he can. Meanwhile, MM2 should have absolutely no problem with this Phantoon fight. Can confirm MM2 has defeated Phantoon. MM2 now back into Big Pink. Making a play back for Torian. This is going to be an extremely tight finish. Again, if you're attending Speedgaming Live 2024 and you want to volunteer, head over to the gaming website, speedgaming.org. Go click on the link, Speedgaming Live, and go and click the volunteer button. It is a Google form if you're interested in going and volunteering when you're there. MM2 still making his way through Meridia. Baron needs to be able to hunt for more hollow dots. This is going to allow MM2 to re-catch back up to Baron. Beautiful. Shine Spark into Fast Pillar's room. Correct. I corrected myself earlier. Game 3 is Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow, MM2 versus Zeb. Dash Rando Mystery Tournament playoff game. Who is going to get the victory? MM2 is back into the wrecked ship. Baron is still on the hunt for ammo, does not have enough left. Baron leaving Charge Beam may cost Baron this game. For those that have absolutely no idea, there is a 10-minute delay on your restream. Pay no attention to people's names that might be running this race that you're watching. I kid. MM2 back to Tori, and Baron needs to go now. Baron, you have to go. Use teleport if you have to. Jiru, I want to say 60-25? You need 18 missiles at minimum to defeat Mother Brain 1, including breaking the tank. It's 70-25. Baron, still on the hunt for ammo, 65-25. Needs one more missile, but it might be too little too late. Baron leaving behind Charge Beam in Watering Hole could have been the key to a 2-0 victory for Baron. But MM2 is looking poised to pull away right now. And they pull this off. Here we go. MM2 now on to Mother Brain 2. Alright, MM2 is now going to be on to the escape sequence. This could be a very, very long escape. What is it going to be? 2 minutes, 5 seconds. Part of me really wanted to say 3 minutes. What's the longest escape we've seen so far? 4 minutes, 5 seconds, I think? Alright, MM2 flying through Main Street. For those that don't know, once you get the rainbow beam here in Map Rando, Samus unlocks every item in the game, hence why you're seeing MM2 use Space Jump, even though MM2 never found Space Jump. Alright, MM2 now into Meridia. Can Baron pull off a miracle? That is what we have to see here. It might be too little, too late. Baron is considering fighting Mother Brain right now on his stream. Again, due to restream, there was a 10-minute delay. MM2 is making his way back to the ship. That's Halfy Room. And MM2 is looking to get through and pull this game victory off. And folks, we do apologize for all the technical difficulties, but MM2 has pulled off the victory. And that means Game 3, Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, is going to be the third and final deciding factors. Racers, come on up in if you want to have a post-game interview. We can give Baron... There they are. MM2 and Baron, GG's to you both. What a... Well, game 1 was terrible, but we'll get there. Good game 2.
Yeah, game 2 was fun. Game 1 was an incident.
Game 1 was miserable.
Game 1 was terrible. It was terrible. Both of you. Terrible for those of us trying to figure out what the logic was.
Game 1
Are you guys
was
trying
like...
to avoid logic there?
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. I just decided that it was a great idea to blind clear all of Meridia, knowing I couldn't get the map, rather than try to get to the criteria map with a trick I know I can do. Because I just, like, confused my item sets. Because I tried to workshop left to right East Ocean with different loadouts. First, it was true completion routing purposes. And I did that springwall jump once. I don't know why, but I just, like, mixed up which item set I needed to do that room. So I turned back, and then it was kind of just over.
Oh, you turned back at East Ocean?
Yeah, I got to East Ocean.
Gotcha, yeah.
But wasn't MM2 bootless at East Ocean then?
No, I was booted. I had boots.
Hard to keep track of who has what.
Because I think when we first saw it, I don't think that they had boots by the time we got to East Ocean the first time, but then found boots.
I didn't scout it until really late, because when I first saw Magdalite, I had to turn back there because I didn't have any tanks, and I hadn't saved in a while.
Yeah,
so
that's fair.
I didn't go back there until, shoot, after Meridia and a couple of other zones. Basically, it was the last thing that I went to.
Yeah. I mean, we were all rooting MM2 on for that, the G4 spring through. That was fantastic.
Oh yeah, I did like.
We thought you were getting to that map station until all of us saw pre-bot Swoon, and we were all like, "No!"
Oh
that was hilarious. I spike suited the Croc farm room into the Kraid farm room, and I got like a spike suit on those spikes, and then I used it to spark up G4 elevator, and then I did like all of that Upper Meridia shit, and then I found pre-bot Swoon, and I had no ice and no CF and no gravity.
Which you could have easily had. It would have been amazing.
Well, actually, I think, did I have X-ray then? Because I think I think the secret epic tech is to R mode clip
Oh my gosh.
pre-boss wound, which is like dumber than dumb.
That sounds awful.
But you need
That's
extra.
terrible.
Yeah, you need X-ray and a reserve, and you need more reserves than you have E-Tank.
Which we had.
Yeah. So that's like the pass the keyboard to King of the Hill and have him do that. I don't know if you know who that is.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I've watched XPB low percent.
Yeah. Extra
others.
13%. He's the 13% record holder. No,
geez.
maybe Bob has that. I don't remember. He was the first person to do 13%. That's why.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Both those guys.
Yeah. They're both great. Both of them I learned a lot from. I think I learned R jumping like partially from Bob. And I also learned underwater wall jumping like from Kaizenton and from Bob and King. Just like those two like have so much SM knowledge. Like I think if you put them and Snick in a room, you have like 99% of Super Metroid knowledge right there.
Kiz is very knowledgeable. Like Kiz was stepping in a little bit and explaining some of the, the really cool tech that we saw. Or for example, MM2, I think you were in one of the quicksand rooms, and Kiz just came right in and immediately started explaining how you could get out of, one of the quicksand pits.
Yeah, the Moon Farm quicksand with the bugs in it. You sank into it and you decided to reset out instead of escaping.
Yeah. I just didn't feel like messing around with that.
Yeah. It's a good choice if you don't feel like progressing in that direction and you decide it's better to go in a different way and you want to get out and do something somewhere else faster.
Yep.
Alright, so game 1 came down to MM2 leaving Ice Beam around, and game 2 came down to Baron leaving Charge Beam and Watering Hole.
Yeah. Here's to game 3 being decided by actual decisions instead of leaving items in places.
That'd be great.
Anyways, a rando that's decided way more often by the actual choices you make? Area rando. I love that thing.
Area rando is fun. Though
Area rando,
if you ask Zeb from his set today, I don't think Zeb would say Area Rando was fun today in his best of 3.
No. I know Zeb. I know he would be honest with himself and say that Area Rando is fun. Area Rando is a fantastic creation and everyone should play it. It's got so much competitive depth and it's like way closer to like being solved. So
what you need to do is mix the boss portals into all of the other portals when you do Area
Rando. It's called
Randomizer,
and it exists on Varia, but nobody plays it because it sucks.
It's great. Also, you send it to 100 locations, so you have the entire map. But bosses could be anywhere. You could go to do meme route, and you could find Ridley there instead.
Yeah,
that sounds terrible.
Yeah. There's like, it's a good idea, but just the way the portals are placed doesn't really work out. But I don't know. I think if Dash implemented it, I would give it a go. Maybe it gets its week in League or something. But I don't know. I don't know what Dash has in store. But yeah. Also, I'd have to recode Flatbread Tracker to be able to handle it, and that would be a pain.
Also fair.
Yeah. The idea of like all those, like Kraid becoming a 2-way is interesting to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, sorry to interrupt you, Wooksman.
No, you're fine. I was just going to say, is there anything else you two want to talk about? Because I thought Game 1 was terrible. Game 2 was actually a heck of a lot more fun. But overall, I'd love to see seeds where we get suits late and yet suits early, because it does open up a ridiculous amount. I mean, take just Game 2. It was Screw Attack into Gravity into, oh, look at all the water rooms. There's Charge, there's Wave, and then, oh, all of a sudden you start routing in a lot of other things. What did you both think of this entire 2 games as a whole? Baron, we'll start with you.
There is an interesting juxtaposition between the 2 seeds, I think. Although we didn't have Varia very early in either of them.
Mm-hmm.
So like we were doing had to do a lot of hell runs in both, and that's always something that you're taking into consideration. What are the heat rooms that we're going to have to do? Yeah, overall, the first one just felt terrible. It would be fun to play as a seed, but it is not fun to race as a seed, I think.
Absolutely.
And the second one, I think the second one, if I don't miss charge there, I actually really enjoy the second one.
Yeah.
But that kind of spoiled the experience for me.
Yeah, I get it. Second one, I would say, I mean, I had fun with the second one. I think it kind of felt bad doing Ridley on the low equipment I had. I was like, okay, this sucked, dying a bunch, but it's fine. I got it done. And then I just ran into Varia blind.
Yeah.
On my way to Bryn map. So really, if you don't want to do Varia, like doing Ridley on that low equipment doesn't really get rewarded because you can just go into Bryn anyway, get your Varia, and then you have to go back through Meridia, I think it was, and you're right by Ridley anyway, so you don't save time. So.
And Fantoon was in Bryn anyway, so you have to go there.
Yeah, exactly. Like you have to go Meridia, Bryn, Meridia. So it just there was a lot of ways I could have lost game 2, but I kind of got bailed out by you not finding charge. So yeah, but yeah, game 1 was terrible. I'm just going to throw it out of my head.
That happened.
Yeah. We'll just pretend that didn't happen. I'll write it in the spreadsheet and ignore it forever. Yeah, I mean, overall, fun series so far. Looking forward to game 3 on Tuesday.
Yeah,
absolutely.
GG's MM2, thanks.
Well, listen, thank you for a great 2 games to get this started. Game 3 is Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, because it's MM2 versus Zeb tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. Or is it 8:30? It is 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. That's the Dash Random Mystery Tournament. That's going to be a ton of fun. Big shout-outs to Kissington as well for doing the tracking. And, yeah, that's it. Let's get on out of here. For MM2, Baron, Kissington, I'm WXFan21 saying we will see you next mission.